Hey, what's up, Dividend Nomads? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be diving into my Roth IRA portfolio, which I've been kind of restructuring, so it's kind of a work in progress right now. Actually made a lot of mistakes with it, and I'll share some of this stuff with you guys today. I'm still here in the Philippines, so maybe I'm a little bit out of my normal thing here, but that's okay. We're going to we're going to do this anyway. So let's get into it. Let me share with you the portfolio on my phone here in the brokerage account. Then I'll share with you guys what I'm doing with some of these positions and how I'm trying to restructure this portfolio. And then I'll take you into the spreadsheet and share with you guys how it's performing so far. So let's get into it. Let's record the screen. 3, 2, 1. Bam. All right, so here we are in my Charles Schwab. I'll refresh it for you guys. So you can see here right now, this account is at $53,534, and I've got $15,600 in cash, which is not good for a Roth IRA. If you're confused about a Roth IRA, it's basically just like a tax-free retirement account that we have in America, and it's got a limit, like you can only put $7,500 per year in it. So you actually have to be very careful if you approach it the wrong way. You can't really, don't have money to average down or something like that in the event something bad goes wrong, because you only have like a limited amount of money that you can put into the account. And so the way I've been restructuring my Roth IRA, because I did it wrong and I made a lot of mistakes. So the way I'm doing it now is I'm trying to have a mixture of growth and income both. And I can't touch this money until I'm 60, and I'm only 43 now, so I got a long time to go. So I'm generating income in the portfolio, and also have some speculative, like lottery ticket type stuff that might do good over the next 10 to 15 years. And I also have growth, so I can grow over the next 10 to 15 years while getting income. So that's the plan. So anyway, let's go down here and look at the portfolio. I'll show you all the positions that I have, and I'll tell you about them. So the first one, as you see at the top right here, is RGTI. This is like a quantum computing play, and I do believe over the next 10 to 15 years, quantum is going to be very big. And this one right here, just kind of a speculative lottery ticket type play that I think if I hold for 10 to 15 years, it might turn into something, and it might not. So I'm not putting much money into this type of position. You can see I only have 100 shares, and it's slightly down, but not much. But this is a fairly new position for me. But the reason why I get 100 shares, so I can sell covered calls on it and also earn some income through options premium. So that's just my one speculative, like lottery ticket type play. Maybe it'll pan out. We'll see. The next one I have is MSTY. And again, I've mentioned this before, I'm not married to this stuff, right? If something starts to go wrong, I'll sell it and get out of it. So, some of this stuff isn't like hold forever. It's just generate some income to add some extra money to the portfolio to be able to buy more stocks that I actually love. So that's what this one is doing here. Right now, 827 shares. This pays me money every single month. The next one I put at the top, XDTE. This is basically based on the S&P 500. And it's like a covered call ETF pretty much, and it pays me every single Friday, and that's why I like it, because it's based on the S&P 500, so it kind of follows what the market does. The market goes up, this goes up. The market goes down, this goes down, but it pays me every single week. So that's what this one is doing here, 201 shares of that. The next one you see is SCHB. SCHB is a broad market ETF. It's basically the entire stock market. It's very similar to VTI, which everybody knows. It's the exact same thing. It's just a little bit cheaper. And this is just basically investing for long-term growth. Your typical 8 to 12% per year is basically what I'm expecting out of this. And then as I get closer to being able to, withdraw this money, I will start selling some of this growth for more income. So anyway, next one I have is SCHG, which is basically big cap growth. So you're talking like some of the biggest companies in the world that have a lot of growth potential. And a lot of people don't know about SCHG, but it's basically the same thing as VUG, the Vanguard VUG. It does the exact same thing. Again, it's just cheaper. So the reason why I do this, buy cheaper ones, because it's hard to buy fractional shares on Schwab. Like a lot of the things, they don't let you buy fractional shares on. The only way you can get fractional shares is through dripping. And so I buy cheaper funds so I can try to deploy as much capital as I can, instead of waiting until, like, for example, something like VOO is like a $400 or $500 stock. But whenever I have like SCHB or something like that, it's $20, $30. So I can get rid of all my capital and get into those so I can start earning money instead of waiting for a long time. So that's why I bought these instead of the Vanguard funds. But they do the exact same thing. Lastly, I've got QQQI, which is the NASDAQ-based covered call ETF. This one has a lot of growth and pays monthly dividends. And so that's one of the reasons why I love this one. But right now, this is a brand new position. Also, it's only got 30 shares. So you can see QQQI, SCHG, SCHB, and RGTI at the top. All of these are brand new positions. I just started these. So I'm just now getting started with these portfolio and these positions. And at the bottom, you can see here, cash and cash investments. We've got $15,617. And so what that looks like is $10,600 in cash, which I'm trying to spend as fast as I can, but I'm trying not to buy things that are too expensive. And then we got SWVXX, which is a money market fund. It just pays like a 4% interest, and it's annualized interest, but it does pay every single week. So this, does gain some interest on the money and goes up slightly over time. So it's just a place to store cash and get some interest on my cash. So that's basically what I have in the portfolio right now. But what I'm trying to do is deploy this $10,000 or so into the market. But I'm trying to be careful because the market's been on fire and soaring, and I don't want to buy too high. But my plan is to own mostly this right here, SCHB and SCHG, because I want the big long-term growth. But I also slowly buying shares of QQI and XCTE and Misty. And basically what I'm doing with the income that's coming from these funds is I'm just reinvesting it back into the portfolio to grow more and more over time. So that's that. Let's go have a look at the actual spreadsheet and how these are working out as far as the tracking goes and what's going on. But as I mentioned, this is all brand new in this account pretty much. So it's, it's a work in progress. Let me see, let's do a screen recording. Let's see, 3, 2, 1. Bam, all right. So here we are in the spreadsheet where I track all this, and I'm gonna make this bigger so you guys can see it, and I'll share with you what's going on here. So at the top, you can see I've got Rigetti. Let me put a circle around it, or there you go, see in the blue, Rigetti, 100 shares. So it's the same thing that you saw in the portfolio, right? You see Misty, the same amount of shares. So we've got SCHB, 200, XDTE, 201, 110, and 30. So you can see all this is exactly the same as the portfolio. I'm not like trying to show anybody anything different. I share the good and the bad both. So, this other stuff, I'm not going to go over this. It's not really important, the day change and all of that. Like, it's not important. I'm waiting for like 15, 16, 17 years before I can touch this money, so I don't care about all that crap. Let's look up here at the market returns and the total returns. This is what I want to share with you guys, as well as how much money this portfolio is actually generating. Let me try to get all this on the screen so you guys can see it better. There we go. That's better. Now let me make it bigger so you can see it. Okay, so you can see right now at the top up here we got Rigetti. Total return, it shows 1733, and the market return showing slightly negative. It says down $14 in market return, but I've made a 1.4% total return. This is a brand new position, and this does not pay dividends, but I do sell covered calls on it. That's why I get a little bit of income to boost the portfolio a little bit from the covered calls and help me try to maintain as close to a close cost average as possible, and a low cost average. So that's what I'm doing there. Misty right here, you can see it shows us down $1,800, but you can see the total return is almost $7,000. So the dividends have by far outweighed the price decline. But if this drops too much, I will sell it. But you can see right now the total return is 34.5%. So I've made 34% on this. If I sold it, walked away right now, I'd walk away with more money than I started with. Just like every position in this portfolio, I could sell this whole portfolio, liquidate it right now, and I'll have more money than I started with. So this portfolio is performing pretty well. But if this drops, this total return drops where it's getting very low, like probably less than 5% or something, I'll probably cut this and find something else to get into, because I don't have to hold these forever. Nobody says you have to hold this crap forever, right? You don't like it, then sell it and move on and get something else. Next one I have right here, you can see SCHB. I told y'all this is the broad market, basically the entire stock market. You can see the market returns up, the total returns up, so everything's positive here. We're up 3.34%, but I've been buying this little by little, and I've been averaging up in it, which I hate to average up, but I gotta have this for long-term growth. So if I gotta average up, I will. No big deal. XDTE is my S&P 500 covered call ETF. Basically, total return is positive, not by much, and yeah, so just slightly below 1%. And then the next one, SCHG. This is my big cap growth. Again, you can see we're positive all across the board. This is 4.23%, so doing pretty well. And then lastly is QQQI at the bottom. You can see this is positive all across the board also, and it's up 2.48%. So this one's also doing pretty well, not too bad. So let's go take a look at the payments I've received, even though this isn't really an income portfolio, because I've just shifted more towards growth and income. But we'll have a look at what's going on here. So you can see I've had Misty for a long time, but these other ones are all brand new positions. So right now, for the month of, let me get this down here so you guys can see everything, man. Hold on, man. I'm trying to get this up here so you can see the whole thing. All right, so right now, this is July. Okay, Rigetti. It doesn't pay dividends like I mentioned, and I haven't sold any covered calls yet, so I don't have any income on Rigetti yet, but I might sell some this week. Misty just paid me $966. So you can see here the dividend really fluctuates. Like, look, I have 470 there, 990, 960, 1800, 1100, now 960 again. So it fluctuates. Sometimes I get a lot of money, sometimes I get a little money. But this month it gave me $966, which I reinvested back into the portfolio. And SCHB hasn't paid me this month, and it will not pay me this month. This one does have a dividend, but it's only every 3 months, quarterly. XDTE has paid me $79.60 so far, but I'll still get 2 or 3 more payments from them this month. So this is going to be, well over $100, probably closer to $200. SCHG, again, same like SCHB, it will not pay me this month, so this is going to be empty here. QQQI will pay at the end of the month, and I'm slowly buying more, so this dividend should be slightly higher than the last one, but no big deal. So I'm probably looking at let me scroll over here and see what we've made so far. Okay, so far for the month of July, I've made $966. I'm going to get a few more payments, so it's probably going to be closer to like $1,100 this month in this portfolio. But you do that every month, that's over $12,000 a year, plus the $7,500 I can actually put in this. So this, can generate a little bit of money here, and keep growing hopefully over the next 15 or 20 years when I can actually touch it, and then I can use this to increase my lifestyle even more on top of the 4 other portfolios that I own that provide me the lifestyle to live in the Philippines or wherever I want to go. So yeah, that's really all I got for you guys today. So I'll see y'all on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave your comments below, and I read all of them. Don't reply to all of them, but I read all of them, and I'll see you guys next time. All right.